returning home to host Georgia Southern last Saturday night. The Western Michigan football team, led by Zach Terrell and Darius Phillips, put up 407 yards of total offense and 49 points, running their record to 4-0. Terrell threw for 270 yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 to senior Michael Henry and 1 each to Carrington Thompson and Corey Davis. Phillips returned a kickoff 100 yards for a touchdown and added a 70-yard pick six in the second half. Meanwhile, the Bronco defense held Georgia Southern's vaunted rushing attack in check as Western Michigan defeats Georgia Southern 49-31. I'm Robin Hook. Coming up, head coach PJ Fleck joins me for all the highlights on Week 4 of Bronco Review after this timeout.
Bronco Review is a production of Western Michigan University Athletics and WMU Media Services, and is brought to you in part by Greenleaf Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it.
A part of being a member at Arbor Financial Credit Union is the relationships and personal attention you get from our helpful and knowledgeable staff. But we realize you don't always have time for that. With Arbor Financial's secure mobile app, you can quickly check your balance, pay a bill, deposit a check, or find an ATM. In between, well, everything else. Visit us online at arborfcu.org for more information. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
Little Caesars, home of the $5 Hot and Ready Classic, is driving your taste buds crazy with our new loaded Crazy Bread Bites for just $4. We start with our world-famous Crazy Bread, cut into delicious bite-sized pieces. Then we amp up the flavor with creamy cheddar cheese sauce, mozzarella and Munster cheese, and tasty applewood bacon, all baked to perfection. Need more kick? We've added a side of jalapenos. Try our loaded Crazy Bread Bites for just $4, only at Little Caesars.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. Maple Hill and Subaru, they're becoming synonymous with best of quality, for the love, for the trust, everything that you want in buying a car. Consumers Magazine puts them as #1 year after year. The only brand that's had 3 Motor Trend Car of the Year awards. The only SUVs that have ever repeated that many times in the past 5 years. We're proud to be a Subaru dealer.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're gonna each download a TV show. I'm gonna download it on Xfinity, and you guys are gonna download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're gonna see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
We didn't just break the mold. We made it. And we spelled it L-I-T-E. Because when you invent light beer, you get to spell it however you want.
And they're going to play fake to Jarvion and look deep for Davis. He's behind the D, into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan! Corey Davis! Touchdown, Broncos!
One of 4 Zach Terrell touchdown passes last Saturday night at Waldo Stadium as Western Michigan defeats Georgia Southern 49-31. That one to Corey Davis, and he caught it over 2 defenders. Corey Davis can do that.
He can do that a lot. It was a great throw by Zach. It was an incredible route. Nice call by Coach Shiraka. Perfect opportunity to be able to do it. And they were close to getting the backside corner to come over from the backside. So the timing was perfect. The execution was perfect. And I'm glad we were able to get that one.
All right, here comes the Bronco Marching Band. They're always a big part of the show at Waldo Stadium. And
huge part, over 350 members this year. David Montgomery's doing a lead job.
Here they come marching down the street towards the stadium. And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of tailgating going on in the parking lots and people having a lot of fun. Here come the Broncos out of the tunnel wearing your gold jerseys in this one. And the old school Bronco on the helmet.
The old school Bronco, yeah. We hosted the 1966 championship football team back. I tell you, they had breakfast with our players, and it was absolutely hilarious. Both the 66 players and our players were telling stories back and forth. It was hard to keep them all quiet.
All right, here you go with the football, and this is a really good Georgia Southern team. Now, you played 2 Big Ten teams. This might have been the best team you played so far.
Yeah, you know what? This is a very, very storied tradition at Georgia Southern with the option and so many national championships. And all they've done in the FBS level is blow everybody out, win Sun Belt championships, and obviously start this year 3-0.
I thought Coach Pinkham and your D staff did a great job getting the defense ready for the option?
Well, in short notice, too. I mean, it takes a long time to be able to prepare for the option. You come off a Big Ten team, and now all of a sudden now you got to play an option team. So being able to get that done in a short amount of time, that shows the expertise for our defensive staff.
Another 100-yard rushing game for this guy, Jamari Bogan.
He just keeps getting better and better. Him and Jarvion Franklin have really, again, they're two selfless people. They really forget about me, I love you, and family, and they really be able to push that forward to make sure that's the forefront of our program.
Michael Henry with another big first down catch, and then Jamari takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, our O-line's blocking, making some huge holes. Look at the student section behind there. I was really proud of our students. We need that every single week here at Waldo Stadium.
And the Broncos take the lead with that point after by Butch Hampton, 7-0. But this is a good Georgia Southern team. They came back and tied this thing up.
You know, they're really good. You know, they're going to score points. They're going to get their opportunities. But this is what you have to do really well. You got to tackle. You got to be able to wrap up, and then you got to be able to create turnovers with a team like this.
And you have to play your assignment against this kind of stuff, and the Broncos do. And look at the pursuit. There's Sante Brown making a play.
Yeah, Sante Brown, Andre Turner, they're all getting involved in the mix. This is I keep telling you, this is a really good football team. And that guy right there, Zach Terrell, he really made a bunch of plays for us. Even when things broke down, he was there to bail us out.
Zach was the MAC West Offensive Player of the Week. 270 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks so far. 72 career touchdown passes, 4th all-time at Western Michigan. And here he goes again, looking over the middle. And there's Michael Henry taking it to the house.
Yeah, this is a great play called by Coach Shiraka. Well executed by our players. Really good throw, great protection. It's great to see Michael Henry have the success Michael Henry's having. He's just such an amazing person. He's becoming an incredible dad, has really changed his entire life, and I'm proud of the progress he's made.
I just had a lot of fun watching the Bronco defense players. Spillane getting out there to make a play for the Broncos, and they get a couple of yards, but they didn't break a big run.
Yeah, we didn't have a run. I think over 12 yards total. We had some pass plays that hurt us, but that's where they were able to stop the run, focus on the run, and we got beat a few times in the back end, but we're going to get that cleaned up this week.
How about this guy? He's pretty special, huh? Darius Phillips.
He's a special player. He's a special person. What a huge game. Obviously the interception return for a touchdown, and then first the kickoff return for a touchdown, but he couldn't have done that without the blocks. I mean, Donnie Ernsberger depletes the guy that he blocks. I hope that kid's okay, because it was a rough hit.
I'll tell you what, Donnie Ernsberger is out there making plays for you. You might not see it in the stat sheet, but that guy's been phenomenal. And there's Andre Turner, who's been pretty good too.
What I loved about our players is they make people one-dimensional, and we were one-dimensional. We did our assignment, and that's what you want to have.
That was an amazing play right there by Justin Ferguson.
Fergie's come a long way. Transferred from Notre Dame, had to sit out the first year because of a transfer. Then academics, I had to keep him out for some things until he'd start proving he'd do better in academics, and he has. And now he's back on the field.
Batted that pitch away. Recovered by Asua, gives you a short field, and Carrington Thompson over the top for the touchdown.
This throw doesn't get enough appreciation. It was an incredible throw. Threw it over one defender on the opposite side of another defender and put it in a place where only Carrington Thompson could get it, and then obviously he did the rest.
Here it is again from upstairs, and what a catch. With a guy hanging on him.
Yep, I tell you what, he came back. Carrington responded. Second play of the game, he drops an easy slant, comes back and responds, which has been the story of his life right now. He's been responding to adversity.
Look at the speed by the Bronco defensive line running down those backs and forcing them to make plays they don't want to make. And then you come back and score again.
Yeah, you know what? That's a huge play. Corey and Zach, very, very proud of them and the way they were able to execute that play.
All right, Western Michigan on top. Corey Davis making plays. The Broncos just dominating in the first half. But Georgia Southern's a solid team.
They're an amazing football team, and they were able to they're going to be able to come back here on us. We had to score more in the second half. We told ourselves we have to score more touchdowns, not just field goals.
All right, the Broncos on top at the break. We'll come back and check out the second half highlights of Western Michigan's 49-31 win over Georgia Southern last Saturday night. Now this time out on Bronco Review.
Are you considering home improvements? You should consider Blackberry. For over 35 years, Blackberry's installed windows, roofing, siding, and sunrooms, satisfying thousands of customers throughout West Michigan. Right now at Blackberry, you can get 10 of our best-selling, high-performance, double-hung windows for only $44.50 installed. 18 months, no-interest financing, and 10 windows for just $44.50 installed. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
At Galesburg Ford, we all agree we love football.
And I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
Brown and gold all the way. I kind of like purple.
We may all cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal. And that's to put you in the right car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
now you can score your next vehicle at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
I love my job, but I was so tired I could hardly get through the day. That's where I knew something had to change. The team at the Borges Heart Institute found a heart arrhythmia. After they treated me, I had so much more energy. That's where I started finding time for me again.
Watch more Borges patient stories at thatswhere.com.
When we decided to change our name to Arbor Financial Credit Union, we wanted a name that would better express who we are and what we stand for. We're about supporting your growth, whether that's into a new car, a new business, a house of your dreams, or a new stage of life. We're about supporting you and your family, as well as the communities we all share. Welcome to Arbor Financial Credit Union, where we continue to grow with you, just as we always have. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
To the 10, to the 15, there is to the 20, 25, 30. He may not be caught this time. He will not. 20, 10, foul, touchdown. For Davis, he's got it for the touchdown. Corey Davis, touchdown, Western Michigan. Bernsberger tight on the left, Bogan the running back, play fake to Jamari, and Zach back to throw, all day to throw, goes over the middle, it's caught. Henry down to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Western Michigan! Michael Henry to the house, and the Broncos take the lead.
It's been an awesome season so far for Michael Henry. The Broncos looking for that other receiver to step in and fill the void left by Daniel Braverman going to the Chicago Bears, and Michael Henry is one of those guys helping out.
He really has. Him, Carrington Thompson, Keyshawn Watson's getting some playing time. We want guys to step in like we don't miss a beat, and we just want to keep growing higher, keep changing our best, and Michael Henry's been able to do that for us, as well as some others.
All right, let's go back to Waldo Stadium, take a look at some third quarter highlights. As you said, the students were out in force, making a lot of noise, and here you go on defense again. That guy had a good game against the Broncos a year ago, but he was hemmed in all night against the Broncos, Matt Breida.
Yeah, I tell you, he's an outstanding running back. He's an All-American, and when we shut him down, they got to go to passing, and that's what we forced him to do, and this was the biggest play of the game.
That is Darius Phillips, a 70-yard pick six.
I tell you what, I couldn't even see where he was, so I didn't know if he was going to get caught. I kept yelling to the box, is he getting caught, is he getting caught? And very proud of him. Great pressure by Keon Adams. He created that. Got a ton of pressure on the quarterback. He had to throw it up or get sacked, and quarterback threw it up, and Darius took care of the rest. What I loved about our defense was they went break foot, dry foot, and then blocked for Darius all the way down the field.
Yeah, and he knows what to do with it in the open field. Students had the cowbells going, making a lot of noise, and they were having fun, and now your kick coverage team goes back to work and did a good job again Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a great play by Justin Tranquil right there, and we want to be the most physical team on the field. We want to be. And at times we haven't been necessarily in the past, and we're starting to become that. We've got a long way to go, though.
Assignment football against that option, and turns it back over to you guys and hand it to 32.
Yeah, this is a big drive for us. We took a lot of time off the clock. We end up missing a field goal on this drive, which is unacceptable. We kept them in the game, and when you keep great teams in the game, they are able to respond.
Look at the time that Zach has to throw the football, though, and able to find a receiver. That's Michael Henry again, another first down catch.
He's just getting better and better. You just got to keep working, keep creating incredible habits and instincts, and changing his best.
How about Caleb Bailey with the speed tracking down the quarterback?
He's getting better. He's a lot smarter. David Duggan's done a tremendous job of getting him to truly learn the linebacker position.
Still another quarter to go as the Broncos have the lead, but Georgia Southern's not going away.
No, they don't go away. This team never quits. Neither do we. But they put a lot of pressure on us. They hit a big play in the passing game. Next thing you know, they're 42-24. They get another drive. The great thing about them, though, is they take a lot of time off the clock when they are on offense, right? And so by the time that they were catching up, we were able to finish a drive, score, and then there's no time.
Bronco defense did a great job against the option. It's assignment football, and like we said, no long runs. Everybody did their job.
Everybody did their job, and you just got to wrap up, tackle, create turnovers.
This guy knows what to do with it. And get down. Get down.
Please get down. Just go down. Maybe a little sooner than that.
And back to work through the air. There's Corey. They're trying to come up with all different kind of ways to cover Corey Davis.
They are. They're rolling coverage there. They're pressed with the roll. They're clouding his side. They're inverting his side. They're doing a lot of things to him, which I don't blame him. I'll do the same thing.
And he's catching 100 yards a game on average.
Yeah, you know what? That's just a credit to him. Credit to Coach Shiraka, Coach Simon, our wide receiver coach, of making sure, even though they are doing that, we have answers.
Broncos put together a nice long drive here and then get the touchdown to Michael Henry. Goes down, makes that catch, and takes it to the end zone.
That was a huge play for us. That's a heck of a catch. Not a very easy catch, very difficult. But again, we were talking about, do we just go for the win? Because we're gonna pull it and throw it here. If it's incomplete, it stops the clock. We got to kick a field goal. We're only up 2 touchdowns. This makes it up 3 touchdowns. So we wanted to make sure we went for the win. We didn't come to lay up.
Both of their quarterbacks got knocked out. They brought in a sophomore, and his first pass ends up in the arms of Justin Ferguson.
And it happens because, look, Keon Adams, again, creating pressure on the quarterback, getting them to throw probably sooner than they want, which that's how you're able to gain turnovers.
It's happy for Justin. He took that football right over to PJ Fleck.
Yeah, well, we do that in practice. I want to see all turnovers, and whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, and just so proud of his progress that he's made.
The ball is the program, Coach. Turnover margin decides champions, and you're +7 right now.
Yeah, that's why we've had the season we've had. And here comes Keon Adams again, creating another forced fumble, another turnover. Keon Adams is always around it, but if you can win the turnover margins, you got a shot to win a lot of games, and that's why we're winning.
All right, Western Michigan comes up with the turnovers. Still has not turned the ball over in the 2016 season, and that's the most. That's the prettiest formation in football, the victory formation.
My favorite, right? As long as we're doing it, right? As long as we're doing it. But very proud of our Broncos, very proud of our football team and our fans, and the entire city of Kalamazoo. Thanks for the turnout. Thanks for showing up, and we got to keep this boat rolling.
And then the post-game band show of the team. That's pretty exciting, too.
It's an amazing, cool tradition that we have here, and I know Taylor Moten got up there and got to lead the band, Dr. Montgomery's band, so they enjoy that. I promise you that. We enjoy that more than the band enjoys that, I promise.
49-31, Western Michigan over a very good Georgia Southern team. The Broncos are now 4-0 heading to conference play. Back with more on Bronco Review after this timeout.
You trust Dunshee Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but they offer so much more. From brakes and alignments to paintless dent repair. Dunshee works with all insurance companies and provides you with a lifetime warranty on collision repair and workmanship. So for the personal hometown service you want and the high-quality, no-pressure repair you deserve, give them a call at 375-2100 or visit them on the web at DunsheeBody.com. Dunshee Body and Frame, part of your community since 1973.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. Maple Hill and Subaru, they're becoming synonymous with best of quality, for the love, for the trust, everything that you want in buying a car. Consumers Magazine puts them as #1 year after year. The only brand that's had 3 Motor Trend Car of the Year awards. The only SUVs that have ever repeated that many times in the past 5 years. We're proud to be a Subaru dealer.
Choosing a home isn't easy. This is where your kids will draw on the walls, where the people you love will gather to laugh and cry. It's a big decision. But choosing a mortgage doesn't have to be. At Arbor Financial, our knowledgeable staff will help you find a mortgage that's right for you, like our mortgage special with no money down, no PMI, and terms up to 30 years. You find the home, we'll make it easy. Visit us at arborfcu.org to find out more. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
Little Caesars, home of the $5 Hot and Ready Classic, is driving your taste buds crazy with our new loaded Crazy Bread Bites for just $4. We start with our world-famous Crazy Bread, cut into delicious bite-sized pieces. Then we amp up the flavor with creamy cheddar cheese sauce, mozzarella and Munster cheese, and tasty applewood bacon, all baked to perfection. Need more kick? we've added a side of jalapenos. Try our loaded crazy bread bites for just $4, only at Little Caesars.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws. Airs it up the boundary. It's picked off. Darius Phillips has it at the 28. Heads upfield to the 40. He's to midfield. He's to the 40. He may go all the way. Up the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Darius Phillips picks up the pass, heads back the other way, and takes it to the house.
Darius Phillips, pick six, 70 yards. I don't think I've ever called a 70-yard pick six. I've called a few pick sixes, but not a 70-yard one.
He's got the speed to finish it. You know, he was exhausted after that game. I mean, he had the kickoff return. He had to play defense for a long time. He had the pick six. He ran a lot, probably the most he's ever ran in a game before.
He's an electrifying player, and we've talked about him in the past, but he makes some plays for you in a lot of different areas of the game.
Yeah, and plus he's a punt returner. He's on our kickoff team. As we keep going through the season, we're going to limit him just as we keep going with no bye week. We got to keep our players healthy. We do a lot with them, so we've got to always have a pulse of how much he's doing and then be smart enough to be able to get him out when he doesn't need the blow that he needs. But he doesn't like coming out of the game, I promise you that.
And even though he's just a junior and only in his second season playing defensive back, he's the leader back there in the secondary with a lot of young guys. Now Justin Ferguson has moved into that role in the safety spot as a senior, but really it's Darius back there leading the way.
Yeah, it's Darius' secondary, and he's really grown higher in terms of his leadership skills. He's in our leadership council. We meet every single Thursday morning. He's in there learning how to become a better leader, and we have 33 other kids in there that are doing the same things, but he's learning how to really lead a football team. Not only that, lead others throughout the course of the rest of his life.
And the other thing is he's working hard in the classroom too. I walked in the study table the other day and he was right there, front and center.
He was, and he needs to be front and center in a collared shirt.
All right, Darius and his teammates head up to Mount Pleasant this week to take on the Central Michigan Chippewas. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the conference opener for the Broncos on the road against their arch rival. That's next on Bronco Review after this timeout.
Hey, I'm Carter Osterhaus. What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your family and friends about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the fastest growing credit union in Michigan. With some of the best checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Anyone can open an account. So tell your friends. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
Your home can look its best with a little help from BlackBerry. For more than 30 years, BlackBerry's installed energy-efficient replacement windows, sided homes with great-looking vinyl siding, replaced roofs, gutters, shutters, and doors. We have thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. Right now at BlackBerry, it's our home improvement sale. Save on upgrades to your home, plus get 18 months of no-interest financing. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
I was teeing off on the 13th hole. I watched the shot fade right. I felt dizzy, and then I fell backwards. That's where I almost died.
The doctors, the nurses, everybody there was just wonderful. They never gave up.
That's where I got my life back.
For my first trick, I'll switch one brother for another brother. Mom and Dad, will you help? Abracadabra.
What happened to Alex?
I don't know. I didn't practice that part.
The switch works better at Galesburg Ford, where you can trade in your old vehicle for a new Ford with innovative technologies like foot-operated lift gates and EcoBoost engines.
See why people are making the switch at Galesburg Ford.
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
To the 15, there is to the 20, 25, 30. He may not be caught this time. He will not. 20, 10,
He's got it for the touchdown! Corey Davis, touchdown, Western Michigan!
A part of being a member at Arbor Financial Credit Union is the relationships and personal attention you get from our helpful and knowledgeable staff. But we realize you don't always have time for that. With Arbor Financial's secure mobile app, you can quickly check your balance, pay a bill, deposit a check, or find an ATM. In between, well, everything else. Visit us online at arborfcu.org for more information. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
High end over end, and this one's returnable. Fielded at the 1. Out to the 10, 15, 20. Darius to the 25, 30. Cuts to his left, to the 50. He's to the 40. He's to the 30, 20. He's gone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Darius Phillips. 100 yards to the house.
You got to hang tight when they're kicking off to Darius Phillips because you never know. He's like Miguel Cabrera when he goes up to the plate. He might take it to the house when he touches those kickoffs, and you can hear the anticipation in the crowd as he's moving down the field and heading towards that end zone. They just feel something exciting is about to take place.
They definitely do. I think as you start to see conference play and as we keep going through the year, I think you're going to see less and less of Darius Phillips returning kicks. I don't know how many people are going to keep kicking to him.
Well, they didn't too early. They didn't kick to him earlier, but that one they did, and he created some special memories right there. Well, maybe you can do that against the Chippewas this weekend in Mount Pleasant. That would be something, huh?
It would be. I would be. I'm not sure if they're going to kick to him, but if they do, then I know Coach Wenger and our entire staff will have an incredible plan for him. But again, as much as we can get the ball in his hands, if we're not putting him on offense as well, we got to put the ball in his hands in special teams.
This is a great rivalry. One of the best rivalries in all of college football.
It really is. I think it's one of the top 10 greatest rivalries in the game. It's been around since 1907. It's very well respected, and it's going to be around a lot longer than us right now, and it was around a lot longer before any of us right now, and that's what's really cool about it. I think both teams respect each other. I think there's, obviously in terms of rivalry when you're playing for 60 minutes, you probably don't like each other very much, but as you see how they're doing things, see how we're doing things, it's very similar. And the coolest thing about this year is it matters. You got a 3-1 team, 4-0 team, it matters. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really exciting for everybody else. But for us, we're 0-0. We want to be 1-0 at the end of the Chippewa season. We got a lot of work to do, Robin. We got a lot of things to fix.
Two of the top quarterbacks in the MAC, Zach Terrell against Cooper Rush. And should be a lot of fun on Saturday. Coach, good luck against the Chippewas.
Appreciate it, Robin. Thanks. Keep rolling the boat.
And we'll be back here next week with all the highlights of the Western Michigan Central Michigan game from Mount Pleasant. Until then, have a great week. So long, everyone.